Hi, C. Join me on the mat today for a practice that's going to emphasize side body as well as our hamstrings. We are gonna dive right in, coming down onto our backs. And as you land on your back, extend your legs long, take your arms up overhead, stretching through your fingertips, your toes, finding a whole lot of length throughout the body. You might even kind of pedal the feet, maybe roll out the wrists, the ankles. And then keeping length in the spine, let the arms now come down by your side. Just a few moments here in stillness to really land into our breath. You might close the eyes or find a soft gaze. And take a slow breath in through your nose. Slow breath out through the nose. Again, slow breath in. Slow breath out. And then take your hands to your low ribs, just kind of hugging around the low ribs, a little bit onto the belly here as well. And as you inhale, fill up into the low ribs all the way into the belly. Feel that expansion, that kind of push of the ribs of the belly into the hands. And then exhale, feel how that sort of collapses, the ribs hug in a little bit tighter. Belly button draws in toward the spine. Inhale again, breathing into the low ribs, into the belly. Exhale, feeling that fall of the ribs of the belly. And keep this going, really tuning into this movement happening. This breath that's low. And if you notice the breath starting to creep up into your chest or your neck, can you soften those muscles? Let your upper back be really heavy against the mat. Softening into the neck, into the jaw, and letting the breath really just move down into the low ribs, into the belly, really using the diaphragm here. Take one more breath. With your next inhale again, take your arms up overhead. Roll onto your right side body. So with your arms overhead still, rolling all the way onto the right side body, sort of stacking shoulders, hips, ankles. And you can use your left hand in front of your ribs here, in front of your chest to kind of stabilize here. Start to squeeze the inner thighs, hug the ribs in, and then float the feet up away from the ground. You can stay right here. You might even start to kind of lift your head, your arm up away from the floor. And if you want even more, left arm now might reach toward the right. And you can see I'm kind of wobbling side to side. That's normal. Let that happen, but think of still kind of squeezing everything in and up, feeling that activation into the abs, but also into the side body on the left side. Take one more full breath here. And then just roll onto the back. And then over to the left side. So rolling all the way onto the left side body. Stack your ankles, your hips, your shoulders. Again, you can use the right hand to stabilize as needed, or right hand can stay overhead. Start to squeeze the inner thighs, lift the legs up away from the floor. You could hang here, or you might start to lift your head, your chest, your left shoulder away from the floor. And again, you might have that kind of wobbling side to side, but think of really hugging everything in and up, feeling that activation into the right side body. Take one more breath. And then gently lower all the way back onto the ground, onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side a couple times. Massage into low back space, tailbone. And then transition this into a rock and roll, rolling up and down the length of your spine a couple of times, getting this kind of massage from the base of your tailbone to just below the neck. You could reach behind the thighs, around the shins, or if you want a little bit more engagement in the abs, start to extend the fingertips toward the front of the mat. Take two more. And on your last one, cross one ankle in front of the other, come all the way into a seat, hooking one ankle in front, just a nice easy seat here. Take a breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. And with your out breath, drop your right hand by your side, reach up and over through the left fingertips. You can even bend the right elbow if needed. Inhale, come back through center. And drop your left hand, reach all the way up and over, feeling that length down the right side body. Let's go one more time each way. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Drop the right hand, reach up and over, that length into the left side. Back through center. Last time to the left, so activating into the left, feeling length into the right side. Coming back through center. Just take both hands out in front of you, roll over the shins, uncross your feet, press your way back into a tabletop. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Take an inhale, drop your pelvis, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale, tuck your pelvis round through low, mid, upper back, push the floor away. Again, inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale to round. One more time through our cat-cow. Broaden across the collarbones as you lift your gaze. And round through your back. Create space between the shoulder blades. Coming back into your neutral spine. Start to just kind of move through your spine. Maybe some barrel rolls. Maybe just sort of shifting the hips side to side. You could take a couple more cat-cows if that would feel good. Otherwise, just start to kind of explore different shapes, different movement patterns. For one more breath. Coming back into a neutral spine. Take your right leg, cross it off the left edge of your mat. Tuck onto the right toes. You're kind of pushing into the ball of the right foot. Laterally flex into your left side so you create a little bit of length down the right side. You might even walk your right hand closer to the top edge of your mat. Feeling again activation in the left side, but length into the right side. Take one more breath. Walk the right hand back in. Swivel your left toes behind you. Come into a modified side plank. Right leg lifts up, right arm reaches up toward the ceiling. Take an in breath. Reach your right hand toward the top edge of your mat. On your exhale, bring your elbow to meet your knee. So this engagement into the right side body. Inhale to lengthen. Again, exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. And hold this for a full breath. Feeling that activation into the front of the abs, but also into the side body as well. And then extend arm and leg long. Take your right foot sort of off the left edge of your mat, planting your foot flat. Lift your hips, lift your chest. You're in this version of a kneeling wild thing here. Left knee still down. Take an inhale. With your exhale, plant your right palm, curl your right knee in toward your nose. Round through your back. Step your right foot all the way through. Inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Sweep the fingertips high as you let your left hip descend. With an exhale, rock back to a half split, but airplane your arms to the wall behind you. Hold here. Think of lifting your chest, lifting your gaze. Dig into your right heel and start to windshield wiper the right foot. Feeling just that little extra activation into the hamstring of the right leg. And take one more breath. Coming back into stillness, pull your toes to frame your front shin. With an inhale, bend your right knee, let the left hip descend. And back into a tabletop position. Land the hands, land the right knee. Now extend your left leg off the right edge of your mat. Tuck up onto your toes, again driving into the ball of your foot. Laterally flex into your right side, so you're looking over the right shoulder. You could even crawl the left hand a little bit more toward the top edge of your mat. Feeling activation to the right side body. And breathing into the left side body as we create a little bit more space. Take one more breath. If you move the left hand, pull it back in line with the right hand. Modified side plank, right toes come off the right edge of your mat as you lift the left leg, the left arm. Now sweep the left arm to the top of the mat, take an inhale. With your exhale, elbow pulls to knee. 2 more times. And know that your elbow and your knee don't actually have to touch. We're just moving them toward one another. One more time. And on this last one, we'll hold for an extra breath, just feeling that little extra engagement, activation. Lengthen arm and leg with your inhale. Coming back to your tabletop, but keep the left leg lifted as the left hand lands. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose, round through your back, step the left foot all the way through. Anjaneyasana, sweep the fingertips up as your right hip descends. With an out breath, rock back to your half split. Sweep your fingertips to the wall behind you. Think of kind of lifting the chest, the gaze. So you've got a lot of length into your spine here. Dig your left heel into the ground and then windshield wiper the foot. Keeping your breath slow and steady here. Take one more breath. Coming back into stillness, pull your toes to frame your shin. Inhale, let your right hip descend, sweep the fingertips to the ceiling. And back to a tabletop position. Land your hands, land the left knee. And then into our first down dog, tuck onto all 10 toes, sending the hips high. As you land, pedal into the feet a couple times, bending one knee, straightening the other. Come back into stillness. Take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of the right, or onto both feet really, and then drop your heels over toward the right. So you're coming onto the knife edge of both feet, feeling a little extra length to the left side, but keep your hips in this down dog shape. You've just got your feet onto the knife edge of your foot over to the right edge of the mat. Take one more breath. Can you lift the hips a little higher, push the chest to the thighs? Coming back through center onto the balls of both feet. And now we drop over to the left. So again, knife edge of your feet, but you're still in this down dog shape. Think of lifting hips up. Push your chest to your thighs. One more breath. You might even breathe into the right side body. And as you breathe in, come back onto the balls of your feet through center. Start to tiptoe to the top of your mat, taking small steps to your forward fold. As you arrive, grab opposite elbows and start to sway side to side. Let your upper back stay heavy, relax your neck as well. And come back into stillness. Release the fingertips down. Lift up halfway, palms to your shins, pull the shoulder blades back. And with your exhale, fold forward. Lead with your chest. Sweep your arms up, come all the way into a high mountain. And with your exhale, catch your left wrist, pull up and over to the right, feeling that length into the left side body. And back through center. Catch now your right wrist, pull up and over to the left. Think of pushing your hips away from the direction you're pulling your wrist. High mountain on the inhale. Hinge from your hips, fold forward. Halfway lift on the breath in. Fold forward, plant your palms. Step or float into your plank pose. Shift forward so you're on your tippy toes and lower all the way down to your belly. Now tent up onto your fingertips off the edge of your mat. Elbows point up toward the ceiling. Spider-Man Cobra. Peel the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift your head, your gaze. With your exhale, dip your left shoulder, look over your right. Back through center, inhale. Dip right, look left. Pull your shoulder blades together as you lift your head up toward the ceiling. Lower all the way back down. Pull your palms to frame your rib cage. Tuck onto your toes from knees or toes. Press either to a tabletop or to a plank. Down dog, send the hips high. Take a breath in to lift up onto the balls of the feet. Travel to the top of your mat however you'd like to get there. You can take those small steps. You could float, handstand, whatever. Lift halfway on your breath in. Fold forward. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up all the way into your high mountain. This time take your right hand to your right hip. Push into the right hip as you lean up and over to the right, pushing the hips over to the left. Back through center with your breath in. Left hand to left hip, push the hips to the right, reach the upper body over to the left. High mountain on the inhale. Hinge from the hips, fold back down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, plant your palms, step or float into your plank, and again lower all the way down to the belly. Stand up onto the fingertips so they're off the edge of your mat. Spider-Man Cobra with the inhale, peel the chest up. This time as you dip your left shoulder, kick the right foot off to the left edge of your mat, kind of looking underneath the right arm. Come back through your Spider-Man Cobra. Both hips root down. Dip right, look left, pull the left hip up and over to the right, look underneath the left arm. Back through center on your inhale. Lower all the way back down. Pull your palms to frame your rib cage. From knees or toes, press to tabletop or plank. Down dog, send the hips high. With a breath in, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Travel your way to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. Halfway lift. Fold. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up all the way into your high mountain. This time with your exhale, fold right back down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, plant your palms. Take this vinyasa however you'd like to. If you're ready for a jump back, if you want to add a little inversion, playtime, if you want to skip it all together. We'll meet in down dog. Once you land, take a slow and steady breath in. Slow and steady breath out. With your next inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Drop both heels toward the right edge of your mat, staying in your down dog shape. This time, bend both knees, kind of reaching your hips down toward the ground, and then straighten through both legs. It's going to feel a little bit funky. You're keeping both hands rooted. Bend into both knees. You're shifting your knees kind of toward the left foot, the hips over toward the right, and then lift the hips back up. One more time, bending into both knees. This time as you straighten, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, sweep the right leg high, bend your right knee, open up your hip, single leg dog. Take an inhale. Tiger curl, pull your knee to your nose, round through your back. One more time, inhale, lift up and open the hip. Tiger curl, pull your knee to your nose, rounding through your upper back. Step your foot all the way through. Crescent with the inhale, sweep the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Take your right hand to your right hip, pushing into the right hip just a little bit as you lean the upper body over toward the right. So not pushing your hips all the way to the left per se, but just this little pressure into the right hip to lean a little bit more, finding a little extra space into the left ribs. Take one more breath here. On your inhale, warrior two, you're going to kind of splice the left hand through the air. Pivot the left toes, the left hip open as you extend your arms long toward front and back of the mat. Maybe even checking in with your front leg. Could you bend your knee a little bit deeper, but also push into your back foot just as much as your front leg. With your next inhale, star pose, turn your right foot parallel to the left, sweep the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Interlace your hands, but release your pointer finger. Take an inhale, think of kind of lifting up and out of the side body, and then start to lean over to the back edge of your mat, so over towards your left leg. Take an inhale, breathe into your right side ribs, and on your exhale, start to sweep to a wide forward fold. So still leaning to the left, but then you sweep your hands, your forehead down toward the mat. You might kind of shift and wiggle the hips side to side here, feeling into the hamstrings, the back of the legs. And take one more breath. Start to crawl all the way to the top of the mat. Finding a low lunge, plant your left hand, twist your right fingertips up and open, revolved lunge. Take an inhale. Land the right hand, step back to a plank or you might hover the right toes, taking your vinyasa however you'd like to find your way back to down dog. Inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Drop both heels over toward the left. Keep pushing your chest to your thighs. Now bend into both knees. It might be a really subtle movement here, that's fine. And then straighten through both legs. So again, you're still in that kind of down dog shape, but as you bend your knees, your hips kind of drop over to the left and then straighten. One more time, bend both knees. This time as you straighten, pivot onto the ball of the right foot, sweep the left leg high, bend your left knee, open up your hip. With your next exhale, tiger curl, Pull your knee to your nose, round through your back. One more time. Inhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Tiger curl. Pull your knee to your nose, step the left foot through. High crescent on the inhale, sweeping the fingertips up, stack shoulders on top of hips. Now take your left hand to your left hip, and again, it's just a little feedback here as you push your hand gently into your hip, leaning up and over to the left, breathing into the right side ribs here. Finding that little extra space. Take one more breath. On your inhale, warrior two, think of splicing the right hand to the back of the mat as you pivot your right toes, your right hip open. And again, take a moment to settle into your shape, bending strongly into your front knee, but drive just as evenly into the back leg. On your next inhale, turn your feet parallel, sweep the fingertips up, star pose, interlace the fingers, but again, release the pointer finger up. Start to lean to the right leg, so it's a lift up and a lean over. Take an inhale, and again, we're gonna swing all the way to our wide forward fold. And again, as you land in your wide forward fold, if you'd like to shift into the hips, maybe bend one knee and then the other, or any other movements, any other wiggles you wanna find here. And coming into stillness, start to walk your hands to the top of your mat. Plant your right hand, twist left fingertips open, revolve lunge. Take an inhale. Land the left hand, step back to your plank, or maybe you hover the left toes as you flow back to down dog. Take an inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, let both heels drop to the right and right away. Bend both knees, kind of sending your hips off to the right edge of your mat. As you come through center, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, sweep the right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Hang here or take a wild thing, landing right toes off the left edge of your mat, hips, chest lifted long. Take an inhale. Land your right palm, pull your right knee into your nose, pushing through the floor to step the right foot all the way through. Crescent pose on the inhale, sweep the fingertips high. Take your right hand to your hip, pushing into the hip. Reach the left fingertips up and over. Warrior two on your inhale, sweep the left arm back as you pivot the left hip open. Pivot to your star pose, sweeping the fingertips up, interlace your fingers. Start to reach up and over to the left leg. This time as you sweep, we're gonna bypass the wide forward fold all the way to the top of the mat toward the right foot, and then pivot the right foot forward. Plant your left hand, twist right fingertips open, revolve lunge. With your exhale, plant your right palm, curl your left knee in towards your nose, rounding through your back. Let's do that 2 more times. Land the left foot, twist the right arm open, revolve lunge. With your exhale, plant the right hand, left knee to nose. 1 more time, revolve lunge on the inhale. Land the right hand, pull the left knee in toward your nose. Keep your weight into your right foot. Start to come to stand on the right leg. Standing staff pose, arms come up overhead. Now extend your left heel out in front of you, just a couple of inches in front of the right hip. Send your hips back. Sweep your fingertips to the wall behind you. So you're in this kind of funky single leg chair plane-like shape. Dig into your left heel and start to windshield wiper the left foot. So this should feel kind of familiar to what we did in our half split. Really strong into the right hip, mobilizing into the left hip. Take 1 more breath. Come back to center, pull your left toes to your shin. Keep your right foot rooted. Start to sweep the left leg to the wall behind you. So you're in our airplane now. Soft bend in the right knee. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Take 1 more breath. Start to bend your right knee even more, slowly lowering all the way down to the mat. Land the left toes, plant both hands, step into your plank, vinyasa if you want it. Down dog is where we'll meet. Take an inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. With your exhale, both heels drop to the left, bend both knees, sending your hips off to the left edge. As you come through center, pivot onto the ball of the right foot, sweep the left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. You can hang here or wild thing, pivoting onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot, lean the left toes off the right edge of your mat. Inhale. With your exhale, tiger curl, land the left hand, pull the left knee to your nose, step the left foot through. High crescent lunge. Take your left hand to your left hip. Just that gentle feedback as you push into the hip and lean the upper body to the left. Warrior two, splicing the right hand to the back of your mat as you open up your hips, your toes. Star pose, turn the feet parallel, sweep the fingertips up, interlace everything except for the pointer finger. Lift up, lean over toward the right leg, toward the back of your mat. Again, this time as we sweep through, bypass your wide forward fold all the way to the top of the mat. Turn your left toes forward. Right hand lands, twist left fingertips open. With an exhale, left hand lands, pull your right knee toward your nose, little standing crunch. 2 more times. Land the right palm flat, twist the left fingertips open. And again, left hand lands, pull the right knee to your nose. 1 more time, revolve lunge. Left hand lands, pull the right knee in toward your nose. All of your weight still under your left foot. Come to stand, standing staff on the left leg, sweeping the arms up overhead. Take a moment to find your balance. Now your right heel lands in front of the left toes, so your right toes are lifted. Hinge your hips back as you sweep the fingertips to the back edge of your mat. You're kind of in this funky chair plane shape, but with your right leg kickstanded out in front of you. Now dig into your right heel, start to windshield wiper your foot. So really this movement is happening at your right hip joint, but we're stabilizing into the left hip. Feeling that extra sensation into the hamstring. And come back through center, pull your toes to your shin. Keep the left foot rooted, sweep the right toes back, coming into your full airplane. Can you lift your chest, lift your gaze just a little bit? Now it's a slow lower all the way to our low lunge. So you soften into your left knee a little bit more and a little bit more. When you can't really go anymore, land the foot, land the hands, step to your plank, vinyasa or skip it. Down dog. Take an inhale. Slow exhale. Shift forward toward a plank pose, and then hover your right toes off of the ground. Pivot to a side plank on the left, so coming onto the pinky toe edge of the left leg. Right leg lifts, or you can stack the feet here if that would feel better. But think of sending the hips high. You can hang here, or right foot plants, coming back into your wild thing shape. Take an inhale to whatever version you're in. Now kind of slow motion, start to pull your right knee up towards your armpit. We're pivoting all the way to a revolve lunge. So you land the right foot, right hand is still in the air, pivot onto the ball of the left toes. Take an inhale. With your exhale this time, pull your left knee to your right elbow. So familiar shape, but now we've taken the balance out of the right hand. Back to your revolve lunge, inhale. Exhale again, left knee, right elbow, little crunch. 1 more time, inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow to knee, keep that connection. Come all the way to stand on the right leg. Finding your staff pose. And then left heel lands in front of the right toes. Sweep the fingertips to the wall behind you. Now plant your left foot flat. Bring all of the weight into the left foot. Warrior three on the left leg. Kick the right leg back. But keep a little bit more of a bend in your leg than you might normally. And we're going to move between those two shapes. So land the right foot just a couple of inches behind the left. Drive into the right foot. Lift the left toes as you send your weight back into the right heel. Fun. We get to do it again. Plant the left foot flat, coming into your warrior three. Hands can come to your chest. You can reach them forward, whatever works. And then again, land the right foot flat, sending your weight into your right heel. Lift the left toes. 1 more time, all the way to your warrior three, your variation with the arms. And then again, land on the right foot. Right foot comes flat as you lift the left toes. Airplane on the right leg. Sweep the left leg back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. It's a little bit different from our warrior three, and then we've got that spinal extension. Now soften your right knee, land the left toes to the back of your mat. Warrior two, pivot open. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Cartwheel the palms down. Frame your front foot. Pyramid, straighten the right leg, fold over the right shin. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Feeling that length through the back of the right leg into the hamstring. One more breath. Shifting forward, plant your palms, bend your right knee, stepping into your plank, vinyasa, or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. Take an inhale to your down dog. Shift forward toward a plank pose. Stack shoulders on top of hips. Now lift your left toes from the ground, hovering in this kind of three-limb plank. And then side plank, right hand stays down. Left leg can either hover, you can stack your feet if you prefer, or if there's a different variation you want to take. You can hang here, or left foot lands off the edge, the right edge of the mat. Wild thing. Now, whether you're in your side plank or your wild thing, slow motion, start to pull your left knee up towards your chest, towards your armpit. We're coming all the way to revolve lunge. Land the left foot. Keep the left arm up, pivot on with the ball of the right foot. Take an inhale. On your exhale, pull your right knee, left elbow to meet. 2 more times. Revolve lunge on the inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more time. This time as your elbow and your knee meet, keep that connection. Come to stand on the left leg, all the way to your staff pose, fingertips reach up toward the ceiling. Now land, right heel, a couple of inches in front of the left toes. Sweep the fingertips to the wall behind you. Finding, again, this kind of funky chair plane shape. Now dig all of your weight into the right foot. Start to find your warrior three. Kick the left toes back. Hands can come to your chest. You can keep reaching them back. You can switch the arms to forward, whatever you want. And then we go back and forth between those two shapes. Land the left foot a couple of inches behind the right. Shift all of your weight into your left heel, straightening through the right leg. And then again, warrior three on the right leg. Kick the left leg long. Again, arm variation is yours. Coming back to the left foot, landing all of your weight into your left heel, pull the right toes back. Whew, hamstrings are burning. 1 more time. Finding your warrior three, kick the left leg long. Last time, land the left foot, lift the right toes up. Now we come to airplane on the left leg. Start to sweep the right leg long, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Fingertips are reaching back toward the right heel. Soften into your left knee, warrior two. Pivot your right toes, your right hip open. Take a moment to settle into your shape. Reverse your warrior. On your inhale, left fingertips reach up and over. Cartwheel the palms to frame the front leg. Pyramid pose, but keeping this kind of lengthened stance. Straighten your left leg with where your feet are. Keep pulling your left hip back. Folding over the left shin. Let's take 1 more breath. All the way back to down dog. Plant your palms. Take a vinyasa if you want it. Or just step straight there. Take an inhale. Shift forward toward a plank on your exhale. Lift your right toes to a hover. Opening to your side plank, left hand. Take an inhale. And with your exhale, pull your elbow and your knee to meet. Inhale again, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more time, inhale, lengthen. Elbow to knee, keep that connection, turning all the way to the top of the mat. Maybe the elbow and the knee touch the whole time. Land the right foot, twist the right arm up, revolve lunge, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, right elbow, left knee. Come to stand on the right leg, all the way to staff pose. Fingertips reach up toward the ceiling. Drop your left heel in front of the right toes. Sweep the fingertips to the wall behind you. All of your weight to your left foot, warrior three. You can switch up the arm variation or keep it the same. Again, land the right foot, all of your weight to your right heel, right to our airplane. Sweep the left leg long, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Warrior two, land your left toes, pivot your hip open. Take an exhale to really just settle, driving into your feet. Find this sense of grounding. Reverse your warrior with your inhale. Frame your front foot, finding your extended pyramid. As you do, fold over the right shin. Again, you've got this kind of lengthened stance. Take one more breath. Back to down dog. Plant your palms. Vinyasa if you want it. One more time on the left side, that final layer. Moving just a little bit quicker through it. Shift forward into your plank. Lift your left toes to a hover. Find your side plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend arm and leg. Exhale again, elbow to knee. One more time. This time as your elbow and your knee meet, can you keep that connection and slowly find your left foot to the top of your mat. As it lands, left fingertips twist up and open. Just one time, right knee, left elbow. Come to stand on the left leg, finding staff pose, arms toward the ceiling. Land your right heel a couple of inches in front of the left toes, digging into the right heel, your toes are lifted. Now set the right foot flat, coming into your warrior three. Right into our airplane by landing, left foot down. All of your weight to your left heel as you sweep the right leg long. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Landing onto the ball of the back foot. Warrior two, pivot open. Use your exhale again to really ground down into the shape. Reverse your warrior. Pyramid pose. Keep the feet as they are, but pivot onto the ball of the right foot, straightening through the left leg. Fold over the left shin. One more breath. Back to down dog. Through a vinyasa if you want it. Or you can just head straight there. As you land in down dog, take a slow and steady breath in. Slow and steady breath out. Find your way to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. You could take small steps, you could take a handstand, you could float, whatever you prefer. As you land, lift up halfway. Fold forward, and then come all the way down into a seat. So just bending into your hips, your knees. And cross one leg in front of the other. I'm actually just going to turn to face the camera so you can see what's happening a little bit better, but you can stay right where you are. Take an inhale, sweep your fingertips up toward the ceiling. And on your exhale, interlace your hands behind your head. So you're pushing your head to your hands, open your elbows up. Take a breath in, just to breathe all the way down into the low ribs, into the belly. And on your exhale, start to lean upper body toward the right. Look underneath the left elbow. Now sweep the right hand over toward the left leg. You might catch your knee, your hip, your thigh, and then kind of pull into the left knee to lean even further to the right side. Keep opening up, looking underneath the left elbow. A little extra length into the left side. You might feel that deep activation into the right side here as well, but try to keep both hips really rooted. So keeping the left hip especially down. Take one more breath. Inhale, slowly unwinding out of that. Take both hands behind the head. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest, lift the elbows a little higher. So finding this tiny back bend. And with your exhale, round through the back, hug the elbows around the face. One more time. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the gaze. Exhale, round, hug the elbows around your face. Come back to a neutral spine. Again, think of lifting up and out. Start to lean over toward the left. As you do, you're sort of rotating toward the right, gazing underneath the right elbow. Once you've found that position, thread the left hand over toward the right leg. And again, you're kind of pulling into the right leg to lean even more to the left side. Try to keep the right hip rooted here. One more breath. Coming back through center, slowly unwinding both hands behind the head. And again, open up the elbows, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, wrap the elbows around your face. One more time. Come back to a neutral spine. And then just down onto our backs from there. No fancy way to get here unless you want it to be. Drop down, and as you do, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rocking side to side a couple times. And come back through center. Keep a hold of the right knee. Extend your left leg long. Think of really reaching through the left leg. Feeling a lot of length across the front of the left hip. Now keep your right hand in just the left knee. Pull over the left side body, coming into a twist. Right arm might tee off to the side. And if you prefer to have a little bit more support here, you can bend your left knee and stack it underneath the right knee. Or you could keep the left leg long, up to you. One more breath. And back through center, pulling your right knee into your chest, but now interlace your hands behind the thigh. Extend your right heel straight up toward the ceiling, so finding length through the back of the leg. You can stay right here. If it's accessible, you could reach towards your calf, or you might even reach your peace fingers on your right hand to your right big toe. If you have a strap, you could also use that here. Just going for a stretch into the right hamstring. And start to open your right leg off to the side, but can you keep your left hip rooted? So getting a little bit more into your inner thigh, your adductor. And come back through center with the breath in. Extend your right leg long all the way to the top of the mat and hug your left knee into your chest. Again, thinking of length across the front of the right hip. And then keep your left knee in just the right hand. Pull onto the right side body, coming into your supine twist. Again, if you prefer to stack your knees here instead, that could be a great option. Or you could keep the right leg long. Find your way back through center. Interlace your hands behind the right thigh, the left thigh. Extend your left heel up toward the ceiling. Now again, you can keep the hands here. You could reach to the calf, or you might take your peace fingers of your left hand up toward your big toe, or a strap if you've got it. Stretching through the left hamstring. And start to open the left leg off to the side, off the left edge of your mat. Try to keep the right hip rooted as you do that. We'll do your next inhale back through center. Extend the left leg long to meet the right. If there's any last movements or shapes you'd like to find, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we've landed right into our Shavasana, legs long, taking arms by your side. And if you haven't already, let your breath practice start to fall away. Letting the breath return to its natural, normal rhythm here. landing in stillness in the body and in the mind. This opportunity to really just land into the softness. An opportunity to be here with no agenda, nothing to think about, nothing to do, nowhere to go. In this sacred space. Stay in Shavasana as long as you have time for. And as you're ready to transition out, take your time. And this is where I'll leave you, seek. Thanks for joining me on the mat. It's an honor to share this practice with you. I'll see you soon.